Hello and welcome to Mr. Rob's Water Channel. My name is Rob Kandetsky. Today we have a couple of drinks that were preferred by a couple of friends of mine. And we're going to go ahead and put them up against Kangen Water to see how they perform. Today's tests are going to include the ORP, the Oxidation Reduction Potential, which we have our ORP meter here for that. We're also going to test and compare the pH with some pH drops. And we're also going to check for dissolved hydrogen in all three waters. So the waters I have today are VOSS Still water in a glass bottle. The good thing is my friends are drinking out of glass versus plastic, so I like that. That's a good start. The second water is Topo Chico's mineral carbonated water. And then again, I had to break out the fancy bottle because these guys were in bottles, so we have the Kangen 9.5 water. All right, so to get started, we're just gonna pour a little sample in here. The first test we're gonna run is the dissolved hydrogen. And then we will check the ORP and then finish up with the pH. All right, so we have VOSS in this one. We're gonna do the Topo Chico in the middle. And we're going to do Kangen 9.5 on the other end here. Okay, let's first test our dissolved hydrogen. I did a post today on dissolved hydrogen, the many benefits that it has. It's anti-inflammatory, it's known to upregulate your body's detox system. It easily penetrates things like the blood-brain barrier, your cell membranes, the mitochondria, and it's a selective antioxidant, which means it goes after nasty hydroxyl radicals when they're in excess of what your body's normal system can handle, also known as oxidative stress. Therapeutic levels are anywhere between 0.5 to 1.6 ppm. And just a quick check here, we are getting 0.77 on the Kangen. The hydrogen levels can vary depending on source water quality, even elevation can play a factor into it. But right now we are getting 0.77 on the 9.5 Kangen water. I'm going to switch over here real quick to Topo Chico, and it is dropping rapidly. I wasn't expecting any hydrogen. Nope, we are flatline, 0. Okay. No hydrogen in that one. I'm gonna rinse off into Kangen again. Oh, actually spiked on me a bit there. 0.87. So I might get a couple of readings here. All right, let's go back to we're jumping over to the VOSS water, and I am getting 0 again on the VOSS. Okay, so the only winner for that one was Kangen, rich in hydrogen, dissolved hydrogen. You can infuse hydrogen in water, get the bubbles going. That's not what I'm talking about. Diffused hydrogen, you can't really see the bubbles. They're actually in the water molecules, and those are the most effective. They stay in the water the longest. Think of it as almost like soda. You can see the carbonation, you can see the carbon dioxide coming up out of the soda, or the water in this case. All right, let's move on to our next test. We're gonna test for ORP. Let's start with Kangen. We're going to drop it in there, and we are getting a negative 250 climbing to 80. So ORP stands for Oxidation Reduction Potential. It's measuring the ability of a substance to either be an oxidant or an antioxidant. Antioxidants measure negative on the scale. Hey, sweetie. Oxidants measure a positive value on the scale. So this measures in millivolts. And right now, as we sit here, we are still climbing, and we're at negative 350 on the scale. 355. We're going to move over just for speed's sake here. These machines have been known to get up to anywhere from negative 800 to some even negative 1,000. Again, depending on source water and quality and what minerals are in the water, can really impact that value. But I usually get around negative 500 to 600. Fresh out of the Kangen machine behind me. All right, Topo Chico. Again, remember I said negative was antioxidant, or the potential to be an antioxidant, and positive oxidizing. So I want you to think like when you cut an apple in half and let it sit on the counter, oxygen is getting to it, it's oxidizing that fruit, turns brown. oxidation, aging, and oxidation on steel, that's rust. So not really good for you. Antioxidants help to remove free radicals. As I mentioned, the hydrogen selective antioxidant, very powerful but very safe. We were getting a positive reading, so oxidizing, of 150 with the Topo Chico water. So, not good, not an antioxidant. All right, the VOSS water. Let's switch back. Let's get over to VOSS water here. Stir that up a little bit. We're gonna let that sit and level out, but right now it's sitting at positive 180. So both of these waters, not as bad as some of the waters I've tested in the past. Some waters have tested in the high 300s. These waters are definitely better than those. But again, they come nowhere close to Kangen 9.5, which was negative 350, negative 400. We are sitting right around just under, right at 200 on the positive side. So both of these waters do not register as an antioxidant. So again, that was the VOSS in glass, Topo Chico sparkling, Kangen 9.5. Okay, winner for that one, Kangen 9.5. On to our last test. We are going to test pH. This is fun because we get to play with colors here. All right, so I'm going to put 5 drops in each one. Okay, and let's wake this up. Add my pH chart here. Uh-oh, sorry guys. As you can see on the pH chart, the more acidic a substance is, it goes from red, yellow, then we get into the greens and the neutrals. 7 is neutral, and then as you get into the alkaline state, is the blues, even into the deep blues, and then purple. pH scale from 0 to 14. Acidic diets, I call it the standard American diet, also known as the SAD diet, or the standard acidic diet, is a very acidic diet. A lot of bad foods for us, and they are mostly acidic. A lot of drinks, sodas, things like that, and in this case even our waters. So they're very light yellow, but they are still acidic, reading around the 3 to 4. Topo Chico is actually between 2 and 3. The VOSS is a little bit less. It's more towards the neutral side, closer to a 4. And the Kangen water, get that mixed up in there. We are reading today right around the 11 mark. Okay. Now I want to show you guys just real quick. We're going to take the Topo Chico water. I'm just going to put a little bit of it into the Kangen so I can show you how fast acidic drinks and beverages can actually neutralize something that's healthy for you. So even just a small sip. We're already starting to see a color change here. And even turning green into a slight yellow. Take a little bit more. And now we've just converted a healthy drink into an acidic drink. So, I hope this has been informative. I hope this has been helpful for you guys, taking some of these higher end waters. Another thing I did run a quick analysis because I like to do math and like to see, okay, well, if I'm spending money on this expensive water, is it really worth it? And the answer is no. The life of these machines is about 25 years. They can last up to 25 years. And doing some math, some numbers for recommended amounts of water to drink, this water was actually off the charts as far as cost goes. If you were to drink the recommended amount, which I always say is about 75% of your body weight in ounces, over 25 years, you will have saved yourself $300,000. Yes, I said $300,000 over 25 years by investing in one of these machines instead of bottled water. And you can see that you're not even getting the same benefits as you get. So it's really not even a comparison, not to mention the other waters that this machine can make. For the Topo Chico, not as expensive as the VOSS, but again, a life of 25 years for the machine life, you're looking at about $70,000 saved when you factor in the cost of the machine, even the cost of the maintenance, the cleaners that you need to buy for it, the filters, all of that, 70 grand. And you're still not having the same health benefits by drinking this as this. So kind of a no-brainer for me. Hope this has been helpful. If you guys like the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. And again, please comment below any suggestions you have, any beverages you'd like me to test. I'd be more than happy to get back on here and run some experiments. Take care.